Hi everybody and welcome back to episode 10 of Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Icon and today I hope I will be finally able to leave this planet for the first time. Between this and the last episode I built up a few things, but the most important one is I have created a larger scale hydrogen production. Hydrogen is necessary for the production of hydrogen rods, and that's exactly what we're up to right now. So I discovered that with the power sources we have available right now, we won't be able to do much here in terms of interplanetary travel. So I amped up my production of hydrogen, and now everything's really good. So now we're creating us these wonderful hydrogen fuel rods, and if we compare them with other fuels, they have a base energy of 40 megajoule. If you take substances like oil, 4 megajoule, refined oil, 4.4 megajoule, still have a lot of oil in my inventory, hydrogen, 8 megajoule, and here we have 40. But even more importantly, they have a fuel chamber generation person bonus, which translates into, if they are used in the fuel chamber of your mech, they are even more powerful. So I think they are right now the best shot at interplanetary travel we got. So I collected as much titanium ore from those stones here in the area here, titanium ore, to create a few titanium ingots, because titanium is not a native metal for this planet, so we have to leave this planet to make things actually happen. Yeah, and that's what we were doing lately. So just waiting for a few more of them to be crafted. And apart from that, I claimed here a new oil field, which will ultimately feed into the production of a heightened amount of red cubes here. So
in the planet view mode,
why can't I rotate the planet in the way that which I wanted to? Here, middle mouse button. So I wanted to use the oil field I was creating here. Or wait a sec, here. This oil field is meant to be used to feed the laboratory complex, but since I want to restructure my science entirely on this planet, maybe I won't be even staying on this planet. I haven't done that yet, because right now we're just fine. Right now all I need are more fuel cells to travel. Okay, so we got these, so let's say I'll also pick up a little bit more of that juicy hydrogen, because that's the best material available for my production. So here, this doesn't really cycle well because of the fact that this belt here is having no consumer. Okay, I have to fix that. It just hurts my feelings to not have this. Okay, so at least one power plant to get rid of that extra oil. Here we go. Can't work like this, you know. And also we need those graphite thingies stored somewhere. So I only finished half of that facility here, but that's also because right now it was all just for the preparations. While I was waiting for the research to be finished, there were so many things. So here we go. Now we have a little bit of hydrogen, and let's get started. So we put these into the fuel chamber. I have several gigajoules of power now in my mech. Let's pick up a few more units of hydrogen, because they would be a good alternative if I really run out of fuel cells, what I actually don't believe. And let's see. In the star map, there's this guy's gas giant. I really hope that one day we will be able to use gas giants as well. Our goal for today is Arrakis 1. So I wish I could set some targets here. So let's see. Here, now we are in the sailing mode, and now I have to find Arrakis 1. Here we go. So Let's burn here while holding down shift a little bit to increase the sail speed. And now, as you see here, sail speed is a constant 735 meters per second. The last time I tried that, I just didn't happen to have enough fuel in my inventory. So, here we go. But you see, they are being consumed rather fast. But hey, we research processors. Okay. But yeah. Speeding up a little bit because I can't afford it. And there we go. Arrakis 4. I would really wonder. Wait, wasn't Arrakis 4 the planet I came from? Well, I'm a little bit confused here, but that's only because it's my first rodeo between the stars. Really, really happy about that. I mean, that's seriously the part that really hooked me up with this game when I saw what it's all about. Okay, here we go. Yo, I want to. No. Wait a sec. That was not exactly what I was bargaining for. So, okay, braking was like this. Okay, I need to brake now. Obviously, I can't brake like this. Okay, if I just press backwards, I break down my speed really, 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 really slowly. So the distance between Arrakis and me initially was just that low. So, okay, so at higher speeds it's almost impossible to just change your direction. Okay. Oh my god. Already burned through a ton of my fuel cells. Okay, so turns out everything above 100 meters per second is just something you need to slow down very, very careful from. Okay, the more you know. So let's speed up a little bit and see what we will research here. Okay. Fusion power generation. So deuteron fuel rods. Okay, I guess that's what we can. Those are the fuel rods we can create out of deuterium one day. Okay. But for now, I'll just go for the higher mech speed here. Oh dear, it's so embarrassing what happened there. I really didn't think that breaking down or reducing the speed would be such a problem. All right. So what I really also ask myself is, it's all nice and now I can control my mech again. I wasn't able to control my mech in a moment before. Whatever. It's all nice and dandy to have access to these rare metals here, but there's another question I'm asking myself. How am I transporting that titanium from Arrakis 1 back to my home planet? You know? But first, let's see if we can't put up a better landing this time onto Arrakis. Here we go. I mean, I guess the easiest way to do this would be by just staying here and creating my yellow science here. Because my other planet will just work easily. You know. The only thing there is the organic crystal production on the other planet would have been totally futile then. So let's check this out. This planet has iron ore, copper ore, silicon ore, a silicon ore. We have to. Ocean type lava, but no oil. So without oil, we won't be able to create the other stuff. So it's a little bit difficult. So let's see. Technology-wise, is there any interstellar logistics system there? Intraplanetary logistics system. There we go. That's what we need. So we're gonna research here and there. Require thruster. Okay. So what do we have here? Planetary logistics station, the hub of the planetary logistics system. Logistics drones will automatically transport cargo between stations when you set the corresponding items for supply and demand. Alright. So that's what we're going to need later down the road then. Okay, but until then, I feel like it would be not bad at all to just go and mine out some titanium here. I mean, basically, I'm not sure how good it'll work, but I don't think that I needed those fuel rods to begin with. I think I just misplayed the space flight horribly too when I began. So, let's see. Mechanical frame level 3. Wonderful. Now we're even faster. So, let's see. Wind turbines produce. I hope they do produce
Wind turbine
power on planets like these. So, wind power is only receiving 70% efficiency. I see. But, well. So, my plan here is a really simple one. I just want to gather the titanium and probably refine it here into ingots, and then I'll just set off to my home planet again. I mean, sure, I should be doing more than that. Later, I will, but for now, we won't. So we need iron ore. Iron ore should be available here as well, shouldn't it? So, well, let's see. Do I really want to work like that? Oops. Here's titanium, but how about here? Titanium, iron, and coal. That's way better. Alright. I really like how this game feels already with all that planetary movement and being able to change locations like that. It really gives me a sense of freedom that is so much fun to begin with. So, here, somewhere, that's the place I was looking for. Perfect. Because there's a lot of stuff to work with. I could even use coal to power up my facility. So there are several ways of playing it, but I want to start out with wind turbines here. I don't know if I can. This flooring here looks so dangerous. Does it go owie? No, don't think so. Okay. So here we go. Good thing about wind energy is it's totally self-sufficient and it doesn't need anybody refueling it. There won't be any resources running dry with that stuff. So it's a very autonomous system of power generation. So here we go.
You can use the...
I pretty much brought everything I could think of when I started here. So I hope I got all the necessary materials, but it already occurred that the iron ore I got on me is not enough, so I felt like let's just plug in a storage here, and that's gonna give me a few units of iron ore to work with on this planet. Okay. But I actually came for the titanium. Let's be honest, we came for the titanium. But I think I'll just pick up a coal miner here nevertheless. Because it's just so handy to work with coal. So here goes the high efficiency logistics system. I mean, if I stay long enough here, I might be even able to transport the goods back home by just building the oops, I didn't want that, but just building the intraplanetary transport thingy here on this planet. But I don't think I will have that. Well, we'll see. Okay, so here go a few more Tesla towers. Aw, this is so much fun. I was not imagining it to be that much fun, honestly. To go to new worlds and prospect them for new materials. That's really cool. It's really, really cool feeling. There we go. So we need a power plant. I don't carry a power plant with me here this time. Dang. Alright. But luckily, we got the iron necessary for that job. So I go for very, very basic crafts here, so I don't have any refined materials past ore right now, but I don't want to go deeper than that, right? Because we're just creating a little base here. Nothing too special. Alright. There's a thermal power station. Wow, there's so much stone in these on this planet. Okay, together with those wind turbines and the thermal power station, we should be able to have a little bit of power for this operation. Alright, how much is there on the grid? 4.46. How much do I need for one miner? For 20 kilowatt. Okay, that's more than 10 miners. I'd say we should be fine here. So, here we go. Let's connect those by a splitter again. And I'd say I'll put up a smelter.
With 4 directions.
Yeah. I know that I have a splitter here. I put up a little bit of a smeltering process here because titanium plates are smaller than the titanium ore, and so I should be able to transport larger amounts of that stuff more directly. So smelters, we need a few of those too. So probably put up 2 or 3. Okay, so tech-wise, we're now researching them thrusters. Thrusters are being made out of steel and copper. Okay, so let's see what kind of materials will we need here. We will need steel, titanium, processors, and those purple thingies. I can't tell you what they are. So we need... I think we will also need to create those logistics drones, so definitely not going to be a real small-scaled project here, but that's okay. Alright.
You built a smelter.
Yeah, I built a smelter. At least somebody's happy about every single smelter I build. Okay. Go. Now let's give them the titanium recipe and some power to work with. Okay, so that's gonna be our fundamental thing here done. So do I even need organic crystals for structure matrices? I don't think so. I need titanium and and silicon. Oh, no. Titanium crystals need organic crystals. Dang. So if I would be... It's either transporting the organic crystals towards here to create the yellow signs here, or sending the titanium to the other planet to create the yellow signs there. So that's how we roll here. Okay. So... Oh, there's a storage Mark II by now. Interesting. Didn't even know. Alright, but for now, I'll just roll with very, very simple solutions. We just have those storage units, and I'll just pack up as much of that titanium as possible, because I only have that one plan, and that's just gather up as much as possible from that stuff and bring it back home. Here we go. Just using a few real sorters now. So there's no backup here, is there? No. Okay. Just amp up that production to a level where it's reasonable. There we go. So that's going to be the titanium we can work with on our home planet. So let's see. Oh, there's a power outage. Therefore, we don't increase our production. Okay. So that's a longer production chain necessary to get the ball rolling there. So here we go. We have that plugged in. And that's our little mining outpost there. So I'm surrounded by literally everything I need. It's really tempting to create a larger operation here, you know. So how about crafting just some steel, for example, while I'm waiting? Because I really think that the more I think about it, the more I grow fond of the idea that creating the intraplanetary logistics system here on the planet could be a good idea. Or do I need some oil product? That's the next question. Processors. They need these. Semiconductors need silicon and copper, so we're safe here. That's also no oil product. Okay. But what are these purple thingies? Are these, I haven't seen them yet. Are these the better fuel rods? Or, what's the case? No. Because that's the hydrogen fuel rod. Is that the deuterium fuel rod? No, I don't think that we have to build those thingies for that. Interstellar power transmission. No. Sometimes I really have a hard time with this game discovering... Ah, here, magnetic particle traps. That's what I need. Discovering what I need. So we need to create particle containers. These are made out of electromagnetic turbines. So, but in the end, all that is a no oil production chain. So I think I'll just stay on this planet and get that done, because, well, I'll profit massively from the fact when I have the intraplanetary network already created before I leave this planet, basically. I think that would be a big benefit to go for. Okay, so let's do this, or at least get started with. So steel needs iron plates. It needs 1 iron plate per second. So we need 1 smelter feeding into steel. I don't want to go for an insanely large infrastructure here. I just want to show myself that I am now a little bit better off than the first time when I started with this game. So we're gonna create bit by bit the necessary materials now. But unlike the other time, I want to organize myself a little bit, so I'd say we need to think about where those materials will be laid down. So I got lots of copper here, and I got the iron here. So I'd say we transport our production efforts to this direction there. Yeah, let's do this. And wind power might be forced to move a little bit again, but we're growing used to that, aren't we? So here we are. So let's see, shouldn't I be able to gather a larger amount of nodes at once? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's juicy. Alright. So now that I have so much more knowledge about the game, I can't wait to create more and more bases here, because this is really a lot of fun. Once you start to know your stuff better in this game, it turns to be more and more fun. And yeah, I really am now past the annoying starting phase, to put it into friendly words, and now it's really cool. There are a few things I'm really not used to yet, like my inability of crafting stuff myself. Like my robots have to do that for me. I can't do that myself. I'm not allowed to, or what's the matter? Well, that's okay though. So we're gonna pipe our copper alongside here, but I will, as a matter of fact, put my smelters down here, and then we'll have, I guess, copper production is the same recipe as the other is. Okay, so we're gonna create our, well, I'm going to dismantle that right away. So I'm going to create more smelters, and those smelters will be heading into this direction, so I'll be outputting my materials more or less into that direction. Oh, now that I see it, this would be way better, but whatever. It's not that important. Oh, I didn't want to pull you down with the smelter. I'm sorry. So, okay, we're still in the planning phase of those thingies, or in the handcrafting phase. So I slowly start to realize how the shopping list for a new planet would look like. You know, there are a lot of things I wasn't aware of when I started out with this game, but I am now at a point where things are not that confusing anymore. Okay, here we go. So that's my first unit of copper plate per second, and now I'll just do the same thing over here. And we will have our logistics roll like this. There we go. So that's gonna be our iron plates to work with. And let's put them like that. And that's the foundation of our work here. I think the steel production I will be putting down somewhere else. I already have an idea where and how. But yeah. Alright, so friends, that's episode 10. A new planet has been colonized, and the next episode I will work hard on the prerequisites for the intraplanetary transport, and then I think there should be no stopping to my plans anymore to create a really big logistics chain between the two Arrakis planets. So here we have the necessary materials slowly stockpiling up. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 3 units of iron per second available on that one. Okay, so drop me comments down below, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. I'd be really happy about your support. And once we see the next episode, we will have more action on this wonderful little volcano planet. See you then, friends. Bye bye.